Get it out, buddy.
Oh, there he goes. You're in a lead change. That's funny.
Yeah. Yeah, he doesn't like the...
Morning. It's Saturday morning. It's like 10:30. I'm about to pack a lunch and leave. This is the Kirkwood vlog schooling show. I'm just doing dressage. Today I have 2 second level tests in the evening. Like I read at 5 and like 6:30. So we moved in last night. I rode. It was really good. And then I had to braid Avery's hair this morning because we have our spring show tomorrow. So I had Sophie feed him. And we're on our way. I'm standing still. We're going soon. Fun weekend. You'll get 2 vlogs out of this weekend. You'll get this Kirkwood vlog and a spring show one. I'm splitting them up because tomorrow and today I'm gonna be very different vibes. And it rained. It like downpoured earlier, and then it stopped. And then it's supposed to rain and storm.
We just got a severe weather warning for something. I don't know. I didn't look it up, but I don't see anything. So what could it be?
What, Mom? Okay, so the weather I googled and it's storms and wind and hail. And it's getting dark.
Oopsie.
Oh, it doesn't look dark on camera.
Oh, it's starting to rain.
Oh, we got sprinkles. I don't like storms.
Right. That's not green.
Okay.
Hi. He's so fluffy. He's so fluffy. Meep.
That's what it looks like outside.
Oh, you'll be silly.
Look at his giraffe. Wait, oh, Chip, you covered up your giraffe. I want to see his giraffe. Are you vlogging? Yeah.
You're making a vlog?
I am. Oh, there he's smiling again. There's giraffe.
Got poop on his face. So I slept well.
Hey. Sophie, say hi. What are we about to do? We're about to go lunch in the outdoor because there's a break in the storm. Oh my god. Zoe's here. Yay, Zoe.
That's okay. Good boy.
Ivan. He says I kicked the lunch line, but it's okay. I didn't kill my mom. It's bedtime. We're eating lunch. I brought a salad, so I ate the salad. And then they went to go get their own. There's a person. They went to go get their own lunch. Which is fine, but then when they came back, I was done with the salad. But it was a very good salad.
No, the best thing is, what's that Fields and Fences?
I'm still shaking.
Why are you shaking?
I've been shaky all day today. I don't know why.
Sorbet.
Is it like crinkle? Oh, it's crinkle. You got like
What is it called? Crimp. Do you know what I'm talking about? Is it crimping? Yeah. Okay.
We crimp our hair in Chopar.
Really?
The braids don't have any crimping.
Oh. It's gonna be the best segment of the vlog is Sophie's segment. We're gonna call this Sophie's segment. So we're gonna say hi to everybody. Say hi to Chip. So hi Chip. So Giraffe. What's his giraffe's name?
I don't know, we haven't named it yet.
Chip, what do you want your giraffe to be named? Thank you, Chip. Ella.
Oh, sorry.
She's not gonna turn around. Okay, we're just gonna have to flip the camera. Say, hi, Ella. Oh, that's just your behind. Just your bouquet. And then Raven is right there, but Raven's not here, so. Boop, 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 boop. Look how handsome you are. Oh my goodness, look at you. Oh my goodness. Look at your little braid. It's so wee. Oh.
What just happened?
I almost dropped it. I saved it though.
Which side should I put on his halter? This side or like the breakaway
Oh,
side?
this side.
That
this
side should go on
side.
his halter?
Yeah. Oh wait, I gotta do the beauty guru
Oh no,
thing.
I don't want one.
You know, like the.
Yeah, you put your hand behind it.
Yes, there, that side.
It's my Morphe.
Morphe.
Right there.
Talking really fast, Rachel.
How much is
I was kind of shaking when I was doing this. I was like,
I feel fine. Like, I'm tired.
Do it again. What you were doing? Yeah.
his butt around a little bit, and then when the thing went over his head, he was a little worried about it, but he was good.
Yay!
Stand still, but I'll be right back.
Point of verses.
It's not that complicated.
It's thundering. Yeah.
It's like my least attractive woman ever.
Sock. Oh, I thought you were taking pictures of me. I was like, this is not a cute moment right now. Nothing.
That's not how it's supposed to go.
So funny.
Oh, well, Rachel thought I was a junior. She posted her story in my favorite sophomore. You just gotta stick it.
I have lies.
Okay, this is our second level test 1. This is the first test I did this day. The first movement is it obviously down the center line and you halt and salute, and it was a really good halt. We were actually quite square. From the front we were a little sideways, but that's alright. Kept trotting. We've really been working on upping the quality of his gaits. Here we go into a medium trot. He could be rounder. But he comes back quite nicely. I got to the letter a little early though. Then we have our shoulder in, turn, other shoulder in. This direction our shoulder in is a lot better than the other direction. That was a pretty square turn, but then the change of bend was a little fussy. This shoulder in wasn't great. We can do better, and he could be rounder and get on better tracks. So that was a little disappointing, but we can just practice that more. Then we halted in front of the judge, and it was actually kind of awkward because the judge was like right there. It's like you can hear me breathing. Back up was abrupt. Here we go, our walking. Our walking is our worst part by far. We lack a lot of energy, and yeah, love that. We've been working on our free walk a lot, so he actually stretches down, which is nice. And then our pickup from walk is like, as you can see, very fussy and frustrating and not our best work. But it's always trash, so what can you do? We get quite stuck, and then yeah. But here we shorten and then canter, which that was pretty good. Then we go straight into a medium canter down the long side. It's a little resistance in his pull. We come back at S and straight into a 10-meter circle. Here we get a better frame and movement going and energy coming up from the hind end, which is nice that you generate that in the medium. And then you have your counter canter movement, so you're going across your short diagonal, not switching your lead, and then down the long side. And it's a lot easier in a big arena. At home we were struggling. Once you get in a big arena, it's a lot easier. Then you trot and walk and do the same exact thing the other direction. So this warm-up was actually like pretty confusing because you're not allowed to lunge inside, so we had to lunge earlier in the day to get the sillies out and then warm up again later. It's actually a pretty good medium. And then again, we get the frame a little late. I would love to have a better frame and circle of energy in the medium, but we're getting there. This is my first time competing second level. And then we go across the short diagonal, and I really like how his canter looks here. Very bouncy. Energy coming up into the bridle. Trot. That was pretty at the ladder. That was nice. And this next movement is like so weird because you walk and then you just canter again and then you trot. Like, it's kind of like an interesting movement in my mind because you've already shown what it has to show. I guess it's more collected canter. I don't know, but it looks pretty here. A little tense. Nice down transition. And then you just trot around the corner and go into the medium trot the other way. We held a better frame in this one and less extended like our first one. I tend to do that. I throw away my upper body in a medium. And we're back coming down the center line to end it. Again, square from the side, almost a little crooked from the front, but good test. Hello, Maya's here now. I did my test. Zoe's here. Sophie's riding. It went pretty well. It was pretty decent. I was supposed to go at 5:11 and I went like 5:30. So they're like 20 minutes late. But they have a 20-minute break, so like I don't know what's gonna happen.
They were also ahead. I thought they were ahead.
No, yeah, they were early. But now they're like 20 minutes late.
How
Yeah.
does that happen?
I don't know.
Really helpful.
Look at our Queen Sophie.
Material. Wait,
Material girl.
you can change the. You can flip the
No.
camera. Oh, did you just start a new video?
Yeah.
I thought.
There's
that you could do
Rowena. Hey girl. Mr.
that.
Emmett.
Okay, showcase.
There's Ella. Okay, so this is my second level test 2. This was at like 6:30 at night. So obviously again, we start coming down the center line. Not a great halt. Our halts for our first test were better. And that's basically the theme of this entire test. So second level test 2, the first movement is in fact not a medium. And about here in my head, I realized that I had messed it up. So I was going over it like 15 times and I just didn't know. I just kept messing up the order of the medium and then the shoulder in and haunches in. So I was just waiting for them to call me in and I was like, what do I do? But they just had me restart, so here's my shoulder in. A little stuck, a little lacking energy. Cute moment. And then we go half circle, which is actually in the training level eventing test, so you'd think we'd be good at them, but for some reason, going right to left, we always struggle and get a little fussy. And then we do our haunches in, or travers, or however you say it. This direction is pretty good. I need more left bend, because you need to bend and do it at the same time. And then here we get a little upright. We're lacking energy. We have a lesser overall quality. And here we go into our other shoulder in, which you didn't see a huge change, which isn't great. And then here we're lacking frame, and this half circle was actually the better of the two. And I like how both half circles really set you up for the movement, and they work well. Again, I need more left bend and engagement. Then you go into your medium after the shoulder in and haunches in. And again, I threw my upper body, so we got a little extended, and the end of the medium is a little lacking. But oh well. And we halt, and there was a photographer right down there. She was just staring me down, and that was stressing me out. This entire thing had me stressed out. Again, the backup was abrupt. And then we get to our favorite part, the walking. Love it. Live, laugh, love it. Stretch it down nicely though. Our pickup was actually it was a little better than the first one. I was gonna say it was a lot better, but then it really wasn't, so it was decent. And then you do this weird turn, and then turn on the haunches, and then turn on the haunches again, and then turn the other way. We haven't been practicing our turn on the haunches for very long because I didn't really know it was in this test, so they aren't very good. They're pretty large. And the fun part about doing movements down here is I could actually hear the judge's comments, so I heard her say like 6 large or stuff like that, so it like got in my head and like messed me up. So I tried to be smaller, but then his back feet got a little stuck in that one. And then here we're struggling to walk like a normal horse in a frame, so that was really fun. Yeah, I really loved hearing the judges' comments while I was riding, and then I was like, yeah, we're gonna kill this walk to canter because we do great ones. And then we just like cantered in place for a hot second. So then to get unstuck, we just really went for the medium. This is kind of fussy, but then we had to come back, and he wasn't too very happy about that. So then we came back a little too much, but that's all right. And then we go into serpentine with simple changes, and our simple changes were not very good this day, and neither was our canter transition then. So obviously we trotted. We're supposed to walk, and obviously we got the wrong lead, and then we switched it. So again, trotting and halting and walking, so mess. But that one was better. It was overall an interesting test, but that's all right. We kept a decent like quality of canter throughout most of it, so that's nice. And then we come into the counter canter, and it's basically the same as the other one, except instead of trotting in between, you just skip a transition at the middle letter and then walk. Again, canter to walks, not great at yet, but you know, whatever, that's fine. Walking, not great at yet, so then we cantered again. And another medium, losing fluidity, some resistance, and at this point I was pretty frustrated and worked up and stressed, and yeah, this is not a very fun test, but I still got a 63%, so it's not terrible, but it is a schooling show, so fun times. Our these counter canter movements are actually pretty decent, so that's nice. Oh, yeah, you're supposed to trot there. I was like, wait, why aren't you walking? But then you're actually supposed to trot. And then you do a medium down the center line. Like, how weird is that? You do a medium, and then you come back to a collected, and then you halt. Apparently I made some stranger cry with how it lined up with the music, but, you know, it was fine. Not great.
We missed the opportunity to put stuff in the trailer, now it's pouring rain. And we all don't like storms.
I like storms.
Except Sophie, because she's a
I
psychopath.
want to go home. This my test
But
kind of sucks.
we're deciding whether or not to go tonight or tomorrow morning. And I need to hose him off, so yeah. It keeps going back and forth from a tornado warning to a watch to thunderstorm warning. So it's all very stressful. Zoe and I are stressed together. Sophie's fine. We're all trying to move out at the same. It's.
Well, I'm not leaving.
We're deciding whether or not to leave. It's a lot. I don't know. Okay, so that's stressful, but we're leaving now. We're all packed up. I still have to journal about my ride. Andrea told me I have to journal about my ride. And talk about my feelings. I still have to do that.
No, I'm stressed.
I have to say I'm stressed and why I'm stressed. Hi, Chip. You can't see anything, but on the second test, which was worse, I got, what did I say? I got 63.78%, and on the first test, I got a 67.3. Woo-woo. So I got above 60. The second one wasn't as great, and it was stressful, so I journaled about it. Andrea told me to journal about it, and leaving and packing up, I was so stressed.
Yeah, I can tell.
Was
it the storm?
Yeah.
Yeah, you and Zoe both got that very, no expression, very serious look.
Yeah, I was so stressed.
The lightning has been quite pretty.
Okay.
The whole sky.
Oh my gosh.
See? Wasn't that pretty?
No. That was terrifying. What is that? Oh, it's the back. Oh, that's like really close to my face. Okay, my bad. I can't see anything. Yeah. So we're trailering home. It's 8:23. It's raining. We love unloading in the rain. Ooh, it smells like skunk. We're home. We're leaving. That was stressful. Overall, good day. Started out great. Ended very stressful. Anxiety producing. Not good situation.